Well, hello, loves. Oh, let me make sure my volume's up. I recorded a video the other day with the volume right down, and I don't, well, not all the way, clearly. Nobody complained, but you never know. I like to make sure everything's up and loud. So, hello, my little owlets. How are you doing today? Ah, the world's a crazy place right now, right? With Iran, Iraq, um, Australia, the fires, you know. I actually think there's likely to be some more bloodshed and things that, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't get in fear though. Please don't get in fear. It's okay to be sad and things, but I actually do not think that we're going to have a big World War III. I could be wrong because astrologers are not very good at predicting those exact things. I kind of think there's going to be more rumble, 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 and then something's going to eventually start to shake up and change things and diffuse. I hope. There's actually a really good astrologer that is better at these world things than me, if anybody wants to follow him, and his name is Steve Judd. I think his Facebook page is Steve Judd, the Caustic Astrologer, and he's on YouTube. And he's really one of my favorite astrologers for that kind of thing. So check him out. I was watching him this morning, and he's usually pretty accurate. And he thinks we've got kind of about another week to 10 days of real kind of crazy. And that's unsurprising, really, if we look at the energies. So let me look at the chart. Okay. So today we have the moon void over here in Taurus. And, I'm not going to count the fact that the Taurus moon will go over Sedna and Hygeia. She's not making any major aspects to any of the more inward planets. And I've talked about it in writing before, but let me talk a little bit about the void moon. And it's the long void moon because it's right until, let me just get the time again, 7:10 p.m. Mountain tonight. So, and it's 9:10 a.m. as I do this. So that's another 10 hours of void. It can make that what happens when the moon is void is it's not making any major aspects. Okay. So it's kind of floating unaspected. And because the moon is a receptive creature, it kind of bounces ideas off other things. Okay. So when the moon is void, especially a long void, your emotions really are a bit at the whims of the kind of lunar kind of energies. And we are building up to the full moon. It's the 6th now, and we have the full moon eclipse on the 10th. So the energies are heightened anyway, and we've got all this building over here. I kind of cannot believe we're at this now. When I look back at my astrological career, since I decided to become a professional astrologer rather than just a hobby astrologer on my friends, and I looked at this and it was so far away, and it was like, whoa, what's going to happen in that time? And here we are. But anyway, so today, you might feel a little bit bereft, a little bit adrift, but it's in Taurus. And I think it's important on a long void moon that we look at where the energies are and where the moon is. And the Taurus is about nature, the body, material world. It'd be really good to perhaps do grounding meditations. If it's not freezing cold and ice on the ground like it is where I am, maybe get your feet on the ground, on the grass outside. Go and hug a tree, literally, talk to bushes, It's that kind of energy. Connect with nature, connect with your body. There's also a lot to be said for going to the opposite sign. So water is also good. I might take a long salt bath later, long Epsom salt bath, and listen to something uplifting in the bath. That's not burying the head in the sand. You know, we can't be in the news cycle 24 hours a day. You know, even if you're like me and really interested in it and want to follow it because of the astrology and because of the news and the politics, it's not good to just sit watching it 24 hours a day. You don't need that to be aware, is my view. I don't like to tell everybody prescriptive things, but I'm just giving you ideas to kind of deal with this energy a little bit. Okay. The last main aspect before the moon went void was a trine to Saturn and then Pluto. So we're feeling this transformation. Another exercise I suggested, and some of you have done it before in my membership group, the higher up level and in some of my classes, is a core values exercise of really identifying what your core values are. And you know, narrow it down to about 5. You know, it can be freedom, truth. These are mine because I'm Sagittarius. I say family is one of mine, but in some ways it's only my immediate family. It's not necessarily the wider family. Probably my personal freedom and truth, if I'm really honest, are more valuable. And peace is another one, you know, like global peace. And I have some really high core values because I'm Sagittarius and have so many planets in Sagittarius. If you want other examples of core values, just do a bit of Googling. But the exercise is that I've suggested, it fits with Taurus as well, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is our values, and Taurus is about what we value. And it's also a very earthy, creative sign. So get some pens out, get some paints out, or even create it online, but preferably by hand, and create something pretty and stick it up on your notice board or something. These are my core values, and live by your core values. You know, don't be kind of swayed by what other people and the shoulds, the patriarchy, away from your core values. If your core value is peace, like mine is, then you're going to oppose all this shit, the wars. If your core values are different, there's no judgment there, then you're not. It's not your kind of value in life. It's not what you really want to fight for. There might be other things. So, you know, that would be a good use of some of the day if you've got some time to do that. Okay. So, I do want to quickly. I must write this down somewhere. My memory is. It's a bit kind of worrying, really. No, it's all this stuff. So much to take in. My Gemini moon, that some of it goes in one ear and out the other. So I'm a bit like Kai Pacha like that. He's got a Gemini moon too. So so there's a guy. I actually did a course of his. Sure, I must write him a review at some point. Anyway, he did a course on dwarf planet astrology, and he's written a book on Sedna. Sedna consciousness is the soul's path or destiny, he said. And in my opinion, when it shows up in the mundane chart like this is Sedna. It's our collective soul's path of destiny, and it's in Taurus. I would say we're being asked to reconnect with the earth. I've been saying all that for a long time. Indigenous ways of managing the Gaia and living in alignment and knowing we're connected to the earth and all that kind of thing. And the moon is going to connect with that. So maybe bring that into your awareness. And then we have Hygeia next to Sedna. She's health and hygiene. I don't work a lot with Hygeia, but it's my sense that this is about the health of the earth. Okay, the overall health of the earth, and where our attention is being drawn to it. So let's focus on that, you know, rather than on fear and craziness. All right. Okay, other aspects we have today. Oh, by the way, when the moon is void until 7:10 p.m. So I'm going to go forward a few hours, and then the moon moves into Gemini. Okay, and will oppose Mars. I was enjoying this Taurus moon. I've had some really good night's sleep. Moon opposing Mars in Sagittarius. For those of us that will be needing some sleep tonight, it's not so good. Let me get it exact. Because Gemini moon is like the mind on fire. Mercury, the ruler of the Gemini moon, is close to the Cazimi, the conjunction with the sun, is under the beams already. So Mercury's Mercury's still out of bounds for 6 more days too, so acting a little erratically. So here we have this erratic mind kind of thing going on already. Like, it showed up so much for me, but that's because I have a Gemini moon and Mars was on my Mercury. So when this opposes overnight tonight, if you can see, there we go, that's almost exact. It's kind of midnight here in Utah, so about 11 p.m. Pacific. Maybe after that we'll get some rest, but might not be able to get to sleep. So it's it's just after 2 a.m., 2:10 a.m. The moon goes into the moon opposes Mars on the east coast, and lucky oh no, you'll get it most, the approaching one in the UK. So your mind might be not able to switch off tonight very much, or your dreams are going to be very intense. Okay, so other things I noted, other things we have. I just want to look later this evening. Tonight we have a lovely, and I'm not going to go back to the exact, it's close enough here. We have the sun in Capricorn, sextiling Neptune over here. And that's a nice aspect, unfortunately it happens before the moon Mars thing, but it does make things a little bit rose-colored. We're able to find the good in stuff with that Neptune in part, but it also can bring confusion. And if you look, I didn't write this on my daily report, although I haven't done the one for this really yet. Lilith is very close by as well. So Lilith is coming towards Neptune. So we've kind of got this wild creative energy lying underneath. And also Neptune in Pisces is about release and surrender and letting go. It's more letting go of this status quo. It's either I have really created a bubble for myself, or people are starting to wake up, that we don't believe that, we don't automatically believe that this guy in Iran was causing imminent danger. He killed a contractor, or his orders killed a contractor. What was that contractor doing there? Who was that? People are starting to question. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. It's the questioning that matters. People are starting to really question, and then when the moon goes into Gemini, they'll question even more. Other thing I've noticed is, I'm just going to go back a little bit. Late this evening as well, as the sun is aspecting Neptune, Venus reaches the 22-degree mark. That's so important. And I just kind of think when the numbers are triggered as well, we've got 22, 22, 22, 2, 2, 2. There's so many twos in this 2020 year. I kind of think Venus in Aquarius is kind of leading the way of all these things in these changing times. All right. So So what do we have early in the morning? So that means that Venus will semi-sextile these two, of course. And a semi-sextile is actually quite a harmonious aspect. Where's my new book? I don't know where it is. Oh, it's around there. Bear with me a minute. I'm just going to reach for it. I actually wrote some of the minor aspects in my new book that's out. So you're going to get a little treat of aspects. I think I need the table of contents. Bear with me. Sorry. Aspects, page 55. I found a mistake in this book. It's really annoying me, and they can't change it till there's a second print. So forgive me if you notice it, and I'm not going to tell you where it is, or your eyes will just be drawn to it. But I want to tell you what I wrote. The semi-sextile is an aspect that divides the 360 degrees of the zodiac by 12, which means the aspected planets are in adjacent signs. The suggested orb of 2 degrees for luminaries and 1 degree for other planets means that this would very rarely be an out of sign aspect, though it does occur. This aspect has mixed interpretations, with one school positing that since the signs are adjacent and therefore of different modalities and elements, it can be a challenge for the planets to work together. However, there are others who believe that the zodiac is ordered the way it is purposefully, and that the energy of the signs is of personal growth and evolution, with each sign building off the preceding one. Because of that, this aspect is a helpful one for the soul's evolutionary growth and is a day or inhale aspect. It means it's action. Okay. It's like take your breath in and take some action. And that would be again about those values again, Venus, transforming them, creating new rules with Saturn as well. Pluto, the transformation. I also wrote both interpretations can be true depending on the level of awareness and consciousness of the subject. A person who is already on the path of personal growth is more likely to be able to integrate the two planets to create opportunities out of any difficulties the two energies bring. All right. Jesus, did I write that? Anyway, there you go. You get a little sneak reading from my book for tomorrow or today. Other minor aspects that I haven't mentioned for you are that Mars is going to be in conjunct Uranus. That's fritzy as well, and that's overnight too. So we've really got very kind of anxious, fritzy energy, but it's all about kind of moving yourself forward and like as I've talked about. So Venus semi-sextile Pluto. Let me see what else there are. I'm having my lunar return. And that's all for kind of the next or until tomorrow morning. I'll be back later this evening with a video. So hold tight, my little owlets. We are having a very anyway, there's my book because this is Monday, so it's my public post. I've got a giveaway on my Facebook page and that ends at the end of today. It's a pinned post on Cosmic Owl Astrology, Louise Edgington Facebook page. So come and enter the giveaway. Just follow all the prompts. If you don't like and comment and tag a friend, then you won't go into the entry. But so come and enter and try it. The publishers are sending out a free copy to somebody. So everybody that watches this, let's you please come and enter and like my page while you're there if you don't already like my page. What else was I going to say? Something, can't remember. Yeah, these are really challenging times. That's what I was going to say. So hold on to your hats, everybody. So this is Louise Edgington, the Cosmic Owl. For those of you that are not already members of my community, it's you can find the community at, let me give you the link. It's in, if you're on Instagram, it's in the link tree. If you're on Facebook, I'll post the link. If you, wherever you are, and I'm going to post the link to this in the video in my membership site, and a public thing anyway, so you're already in it for most of you. So, but the actual link is bit.ly, bit.ly/cosmic owl. Nice and simple. So come join us. You know, there's a couple of membership levels. I'm thinking of doing away with the top level. So if anybody wants to join that now. Just hold on tight, guys. This is a real challenging period. I cannot believe that, you know, we're here at this really crazy time, and I might do another extended video on it as well, because it's all worth visiting over and over. So for now, for Monday, January the 6th, 2020, signing out. If you become a member of this, I do these videos almost every day for my members. So come join us. All right. Much love.